This video is dedicated in memory of Bob Saget, whom we sadly lost earlier this year on January 9th, 2022. Can you believe it's been 35 years since this show came out? I think you know by that theme I was getting to. You might have heard the notes correct. I might have messed up it just a tiny bit, but I'm sure you know what it was. Well, here is my TV log on the great sitcom that ran on ABC for 8 years from 87 to 95, Full House. This is a Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews TV log. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, back again with another TV log. And it's another show that's turning 35. And this one's already been getting some talk in the news lately since today's the 35th anniversary of this show. One of my childhood favorites. Growing up, I used to enjoy watching this big family. I'm talking about the Tanners. No, it's not you think, because there was one Tanner family that came out before this one. That was the Tanners from Alf. And I haven't talked about that show yet. No, I'm talking about the Tanner family that is a big Tanner family, if you know what I mean. So here it is. Get ready as I bring to you Full House. Full House was a fun-filled, family-friendly sitcom that originally started on ABC on this day, September 22nd, 1987. The show was produced by Miller Boyett Productions, along with Laura Marr, who of course was later under license at Warner Brothers. And it became a big success for ABC, which premiered it, and it was a big staple for their TGIF block. Okay, now then, Full House was created by Jeff Franklin, who, let's see, yeah, I almost forgot he also produced the show with Miller Boyett, who also had helped in producing other shows before this. Three of those were actually recent hits for ABC, like Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, and Mork and Mindy. More recently, before this, they already had success in the 80s with, well, a kind of rare big moment with Bosom Buddies on ABC, and then just before this with NBC's Valerie, which would later become the Hogan Family, the same year this came out. Of course, after this would lead into some other shows, including Perfect Strangers, which actually that came out before this. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Perfect Strangers actually premiered before this, and that was on ABC as well. But this led to some other shows to follow in this show's footsteps: Family Matters and Step by Step. Sorry, I got to. Sorry. Anyway, while the show was never a critical favorite, the series was consistently in the Nielsen Top 30 from season 2 onward, and continues to gain even more popularity in syndicated reruns. Yes. Anyway, the show focuses on widowed father Danny Tanner, who enlists help from his brother-in-law, Jesse Katsopoulos, and his childhood best friend, Joy Gladstone, to help raise his 3 daughters in his San Francisco home. Well, now Danny is a sports anchor, and well, after the death of his wife, Pam, again, as I've already mentioned, Danny recruits Jesse, who's a rock musician, and Joy, who works as a stand-up comedian. Now, over time, the three men, as well as the three girls of, of Danny's, they bond and become closer together. In the second season, Danny is reassigned from his duties as sports anchor by his television station to become co-host of a new local breakfast TV show called Wake Up San Francisco, and has teamed up with Nebraska native Rebecca Donaldson, who eventually falls in love with Jesse and get married in season 4. And later on in season 5, they would get 2 sons of their own, Nikki and Alex. Yeah, I'm only going to give those 2 away. I didn't mention the 3 girls' names, so I do apologize, but I'll get to them in a bit, okay? Anyway, now, though I haven't watched Full House in a long time, but I still have some pretty nostalgic memories of this. I have watched this when it aired on ABC. And also, I did catch reruns in syndication. And let me tell you, it really became big and what have you. It would air on all sorts of networks, including TBS, Nick at Night, Freeform, well, when it was formerly ABC Family, the N and Teen Nick, CMT, and more recently, the Hallmark Channel. However, to this day, the show is now currently airing on the MeTV network and the GAC Family Channel. Now, of course, MeTV recently got earlier, just after the death of Bob Saget, who plays Danny. Yes, yeah, we sadly lost him earlier this year. And during his time, he would actually go on to host the original version of America's Funniest Home Videos, which is still being shown on ABC to this day. Anyway, now the rest of the cast includes John Stamos playing Jesse, and he's pretty good. I like him. He sometimes really rocks with the best, but you have to take my word for it. Playing Joy is Dave Coulier, who recently starred on the short-lived Nickelodeon show Out of Control, which I definitely gotta talk about that show. That's a show that don't get a lot of talk about to this day. Oh. Now, for his three, now he has 3 daughters. I'll give you the first 2. Playing the eldest of the group, DJ, is Candace Cameron. Of course, that's now Candace Cameron Bure to you. Playing the second daughter, Stephanie, is Joey Sweden. They're both really good. Sometimes they can get into fights a bit, especially in one episode where they actually had to. This is hard to explain. It's been a long time since I saw this episode. They were trying to. I think they were working on their dad's room, and they bust a hole in the wall. Yeah. Oh boy. Yep. Anyway, let's see. Playing Rebecca as Lori Laughlin. Of course, she was a recurring character in season 2 before being added to the core cast in season 3. Next, we have Andrea Barber playing DJ's clueless, ditzy friend Kimmy Gibbler, who was a recurring star for the first 4 seasons and then added to the core cast in season 5. Playing DJ's boyfriend, Steve Hale, is Scott Wenger, who would later go on to voice Aladdin in the Disney animated feature of the same name. Now, he was a guest in seasons 5 and 8 and was part of the core cast in seasons 6 and 7. Then we have Blake and Dylan Tommy Wilhoit playing Nikki and Alex, who were just recurring for season 5 and then were added to the core cast from season 6 till the end. And finally, I have to say the best for last, playing the youngest of Danny's daughters, which that happens to be a favorite of everyone, including myself, Michelle, is Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen. Yep, the Olsen twins themselves, who of course would later go on to achieve popularity with made-for-TV movies, as well as the underrated theatrical film It Takes Two. And they also did a couple of kids albums, which well, they might have done more, but the only ones I can remember were I Am the Cute One and Brother for Sale. Now, they was just recurring for the first season, but then were added to the core cast for season 2 here on out. Anyway, now, of course, Michelle was my favorite character on the show because I absolutely loved the Olsen twins playing her because she was just so character was just so adorable. But there were a host of other characters on Full House. Actually, there'd be so many to mention, to be honest. And there'd even be some that I would actually see in movies, too. But again, I'm not going to try and get too far ahead, what have you. Yeah. Now, after this, there would be a. Now, years later, there'd be a sequel series called Fuller House, which was formerly hit on Netflix, and that's also airing in reruns on GAC Family. I haven't seen it. I have been thinking about watching it. I just can't be too sure if I like it or not, because the show's not fun without Michelle. Because she was the only member of the group to not appear in the series, but I've heard she's mentioned though. Anyway, now the full series is actually currently available on DVD in 8 separate sets and also in a complete series set. There's been numerous reunions, and was really big. Now, according to Dave Coulier, this show represented a G-rated dysfunctional family. Anyway, after a total of 8 seasons with a total of 192 episodes produced and aired, the show ended in May of 1995 with the 2-part Michelle Rides Again. Now, of course, the show's also well known for its theme song "Everywhere You Look," which that's a pretty good song. Anyway, the show originally aired on Friday nights when it premiered for its first 4 seasons, and later became the flagship program of ABC's newly launched TGIF block in September of '89. Now, the show was briefly removed to Tuesdays during the '87 to '88 season, and they aired twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays for a few months in order to help the series build an audience. It remained on Fridays permanently for the next 3 seasons as the show's ratings increased. Then it was moved to Tuesdays full-time for season 5 and remained there until the show ended. The first season was not very successful, though, but however, it became a big. But however, it boosted itself up later on. The highest it's been was number 8 in the 5th season. It was in the top 10 again at 10 for its 6th season. It finished its final season in 24th place. So anyway, now even though the show was now ABC announced that it was canceling the show due to the increasing cost for the series, and they were planning to move the show to the new WB network, but unfortunately that fell through and that never did happen. So anyway, though I haven't watched it in so long, I think Full House is still one great show. Now, actually, there was something I was going to point out. Now, Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel on Family Matters, which is factually considered to be a spin-off of Full House in ways, which was also part of ABC's TGIF lineup, actually made an appearance in one episode and trying to help Stephanie out with her new glasses. And when he meets Michelle, she's just like, "Why do you talk like Mickey Mouse?" Oh boy. Again, you got to admit, you gotta love that Michelle. But hey, I like all of the characters, okay? Again, Michelle's my favorite. But again, you don't have to take my word for it. You be the judge. I'm sure you like all the characters on the show. And that's what counts. Anyway, Full House is definitely a good show, and I would recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. Again, you can catch it on the MeTV network or on GAC Family. If you got either one of those channels, you can check it out there. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the show? You can let me know in the comment section below, and you can tell me who your favorite character is as well. I might rank the characters, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to wait for another day. I know my friend Ogre Boy 1992, Robbie, did a rank of the characters. And that's pretty cool. But anyway, let me know what you thought about Full House in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, I'm taking a little break from the movies and the TV shows for once, and finally get to video games, where I'll be talking about Sly Cooper, who's turning 20. Yeah, this ought to be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out, well, these recent videos for shows that have also recently celebrated 35 years. The upper left-hand corner is the TV log I did on Disney's DuckTales. The upper right-hand corner is the TV log I did for Beverly Hills Teens, both of which were animated series. Or if you would like a sitcom, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the TV log I did on My Two Dads. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.